I'm going to give you a few seconds to guess what the white arrow is actually pointing to. Have you figured it out yet? If you're familiar with the construction business, you might have figured it out. But look, it's a nice straight mark, and it was made by a circular saw. It's hard to imagine that stuff like this happens, but it does. And I wanted to point something out to anyone who works in the home building industry as a framing carpenter. Don't sink your saws into the wood. The reason why, for anyone who isn't familiar with why someone would have done this, a lot of times instead of hanging their saws on another rafter or laying it down, they simply turn the saw on and sink it into a pile of lumber somewhere, and this is what you get. Well, it's not good for the strength of the wood, for one thing. And again, obviously this house hasn't fallen down. You know, I don't want to get carried away here and tell you that this saw cut and others in the roof system are going to create the house major house problems. But I just wanted to say this just creates extra work for the next person. And again, I never really got into the habit of doing it, even though my dad did and some of the older framing carpenters did. It was common for them to do it, but I never got into the habit of it because of things like these. I didn't want someone to come to a situation like this on a house that I built and say, what the heck were you thinking about? Or even worse than that, what is that? Who did it? So again, let's not do this. And try and get a safety hook for your saws. I think they're under $20 and they work better anyway.